Hey guys, how's it going? Alex Hutchings here, and today I'm going to be taking you through the new Laney plugin in collaboration with Aurora DSP. What an awesome bit of kit. Basically, you may have seen the official video yesterday where I was jamming on one of my tunes through it, but today I thought I'd just actually run you through what really is in the box, as it were. Just to be super clear, my guitar is plugged into my sound card, and then you simply load the plugin into your DAW and you're good to go. You've got all the sounds that you would have from the physical amp. So it's 3 channels: clean, crunch, rhythm, and also you can affect the cabs, the microphones. There's effects on board, some stomp boxes. So let's just dive in and see what happens. Okay, so firstly I've got my simple clean tone. Pretty nice. Now for me, I've got quite a dark sounding guitar. I'm just going to add a little treble. And I always love a bit of reverb. Let's put a bit of reverb on from the amp here. Okay, so let me just go through the main channels. So let's now go to rhythm. All right, let's kick on the lead now. So, all pretty cool sounding channels. Now, another thing to mention is you have this really cool pre-boost. So whichever channel you're on, that kind of pushes the front end a little bit. So even on clean, that can work really well. So let me just go back to the clean a second. Now with the boost. So that really kind of fattens up the tone a little bit. Really nice. Same on the rhythm channel. Let's try it with and without. With it on. So you can hear it just kind of pushes it a bit more. So one more time. On. Same with the lead. So that gets pretty fun. Now let's go to the effects section real quick. So you've got delay, reverb, limiter, and I've got this EQ set up how I like it, so that's cool. We'll get into that in a minute. The stomp section, you get these 2 really cool pedals, Steel Park and Monolith. And then just quickly, you also have cab settings, which can really affect the tone as well. So let's put a little crunch tone on, actually, just for a second. And let me show you the difference the cabs section makes. Okay, so we've got different microphones. You can change the position, etc. So here's the tone as it is. So let's start with the position. The angle. distance. You can see there's a lot of variation. You can change the cab too. Now, at this point, I want to mention something quite important. If you're new to using plugins, you really need to pay attention to a couple of things. So obviously everyone's guitar is different, so different pickups, different output and stuff. So if you look here, you have the input level and output level, and this really makes a difference to the sound, surprisingly. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know this, but for those of you that don't, the input is like putting more guitar into the amp, as it were. So from a gain point of view, you're going to hear more of it. So obviously high gain pickups, the amp's going to respond accordingly, or low gain pickups. So you have to play around with that, because if you've got like a low output guitar, then it potentially might sound a little bit weedy if the input level is not correct. So you want to push that up if it's low output pickups, and maybe down if it's very high gain. So let me show you the difference. So if I bring that input down, you can hear tonally, if I move it up now, so that's very important. So make sure you play around with the input level to get it where you want. Gate is also quite good, especially if you're using high gain stuff, because it's like having a noise gate built in. So if you've got a very high gain sound, you don't want it to be like shh halfway through, like if you're taking your hands off the neck. So that's going to really help that. So let me show you the difference of that. So at the moment I've got it set to whatever that says, minus 72 or something. So that's pretty tidy. Now if I turn that right down, you can hear the hum of the amp, as it were. Hear the amp hum, which is kind of nice. And if I turn it right up, you see it's cut that out, but it's too aggressive, so you have to bring that to a point that it feels natural. So if you're playing really, you know, kind of gent style stuff or really heavy riffs, the higher up that is, it's going to really clean up the sound. Okay, but I don't like it too high. I like a little bit of the ring of the string. And then obviously output, similarly, you want to judge that based upon your track or what have you. So I took it down a little bit because I was pushing the amp. But yeah, you probably want to keep that around 0. So that's the cab setting. So let's clean up our sound and look at the effects for a second. Right, so let's add a little bit of delay and see what that sounds like. The beautiful thing about delay, when you make a mistake, it reminds you 7,000 times. All right, let's try the analog one. finally, the slap. We're gonna need to, yeah, to grease that. Ha. So that's cool. Let's check out the reverb. We're going to turn the amp one off and just use this one. Let's try a big size first, see what that sounds like. No reverb? Woo! Back in the room. Okay. Very nice. Okay, that's a cool little part there. Now, the limiter, I guess, is going to kind of squash things up together a little bit. And with a part like this, that might help it to sing a little bit. Let's try it. Not too much. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So let's turn that reverb off now and take a look at the Stomp Boxes. Okay, so let's check our tone. Okay, so you obviously got a volume here. Drive, I guess. Has 3 modes on this, which is really cool. So different tones, different gain stages, I guess. It's nice. Number 3. Quite nice. Okay, let's try monolith. A little bit more drive in this one, that's cool. So remember, we're on the clean channel here. Great. Now, the thing, of course, with plugins is that you can use your own effects within your DAW. So I could just add the delay from here if I've got some that I particularly like. Just I use the standard ones, to be honest, myself. But yeah, nice stereo delay. And of course, if you like using compressors and stuff, you can add that as well. Very cool. So that's quite a nice tone. Yeah, let's see what else is on here. So Stomp, Amp, Cab, and the effects. Yeah, great. As I mentioned, remember to play around with the input, the output stuff, the gate, and the input down here, and have fun with it. You know, it's an awesome bit of kit. Of course, you can save your patches too. There's some inbuilt, and you know, like what I've done here, of course, you can have multiple versions of the plugin on a given project, so you can have loads of sounds basically. So yeah, there's my little introduction into this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get something from it. Just to say that actually, if you buy one of the new Laney heads, I believe you get this plugin absolutely free, which is very awesome. And if you also just buy the plugin, I think there's a chance to win one of the physical heads too at this point in time. So I'm sure I'll be doing more with this in the future. In fact, maybe it would be cool to do something where I have lots of different guitars using the same tone. Let me know if you'd like to see that video. And that could be interesting, you know, just how different guitars sound, you know, with the same patch, something like that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and see you soon. Cheers for now.